guys, welcome back to
another one.
This video is going to be about 12 funny but awkward moments in my life. Guys, you're going to want to watch this because they're super hilarious. When I think back at these moments, I'm like, oh, thank God for humor. Thank God. So, number one day I was driving to work and I smoked cigarettes. So I was driving to work, and you know how you kind of flick your cigarette out of the window like, yeah, I'm done with you, boy. Well, anyway, I did that. I was like, boy, and the cigarette ran back in. Like, it freaking flew back in, hit me on the head, and fell in my lap. I was like, ah! So I like grabbed it and I threw it out, and it fell back in, guys. It came back like, I'm not done with you. So it falls back in, and I'm like, oh my God. So I threw it out and rolled up my window real quick. I was like, I'm gonna die today. Like, I just want to get to work. Why is this happening? Number two, I had a boyfriend back in 2006. He was a rapper. He was not a good rapper, I'm just saying. So anyway, I met this other guy and I started kind of flirting with him and talking to him on the phone behind my boyfriend's back. Yes, I know that was bad. I was young and stupid. So I told this guy, I'm like, I have a boyfriend. He's a rapper. He was like, he's a rapper. I bet he's not better than me. So this guy is on my MySpace page. That's how old this was. And he finds my boyfriend on there. And so he writes this long rap message about how he's gonna steal me away from my boyfriend, how he's whack, and how I said that I didn't want my boyfriend anymore. And honestly, the rap was pretty good, but still, it was very inappropriate. And yeah, my boyfriend was so mad at me. Yeah, that was an awkward but funny moment. All right, number three. I used to work for Apple. I did tech support. So I have this guy, he calls in and he's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna buy this iPhone. Can you tell me about it? And I'm like, oh God, bro, just look at the freaking, look online. It tells you about the phone. I am just tech support. So I'm like, okay, what questions do you have? So he's like, oh, so, you know, he starts asking me these extra technical questions like about the inside of the phone, like the parts. And I can't even remember what he said, but he's like, during the synchronization of the synchronization nation, what would you recommend the synchronization ran around does? And I'm like, okay, can you repeat yourself? And he's like, oh, isn't this tech support? And I'm like, yeah, if your phone is messing up, I can help you with that. He's like, well, I don't have the phone yet, so just listen. So he tells me again the synchronization of the blah, 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 blah. And I still didn't understand, so I was like, boop. I hung up on his ass. I'm not dealing with that. I don't get paid enough. I didn't get trained in this. Goodbye. You can figure that out on your own. Number four. Dude, this one was embarrassing but funny and awkward. So me and my daughter were at Walmart, and I always tell her, like, stay with me. You know, some people are crazy. They grab kids right in front of their parents. I mean, that's reality. So I'm telling her, like, you know, I always tell her, don't run off. Like, I yell at her sometimes, like, don't run off, when she actually does run off. So I'm like, stay with me. So anyway, we're at Walmart, and this lady, like, we're walking into the store, and this lady passes us, and my daughter is like, she looks like she wants to kidnap me. And I'm like, oh, what? What are you talking about, sweetheart? And she says it again, and the lady's like kind of looking like, I'm not thinking about you, little kid. I was like, oh, why is my daughter like this? Why? So yeah, I was embarrassed. Number five, I'm in Dollar General, and we're in there just, you know, shopping, doing our thing. And we're talking to the cashier, and she's like, oh, are you buying this for your sons? Because I'm with my boyfriend, and I'm with my son, yeah. And I'm like, this is my boyfriend. She's like, oh, I thought he was your son. Oh, I ought to suck the hell out of you. Are you trying to say I look old? Screw you, lady. 6. So one day I was in Walgreens, and I was big and pregnant with my son. And I was irritable that day. I'm standing in this super long line, and I'm like next after this lady. She has a basket full of stuff, so I know it's gonna take forever. But it's like freaking food. I didn't even know Walgreens sold this type of food, but it was like groceries at the freaking grocery store. So she's like doing all this. She got all this food, and like she busts out these coupons. So she has these coupons for everything, and I'm just sitting there like, my water is gonna break any moment now. And I'm like, why is this happening? Like, I just said it really loud. My brother's like, stop, stop, stop. I'm like, no, who grocery shops at Walgreens? There's a grocery store down the street. Why is she doing this? Why? I am pregnant. I can't deal with this. So finally, someone's like, if you need assistance, come to jewelry. Zoom my ass over there, okay? I am not dealing with this today. Like, I was mad at that lady. Like, why are you grocery shopping in Walgreens? Who does that? All right, number 7. Oh my God. This one's so embarrassing, but this is when I was in like elementary school, and I had a crush on this guy named Andre. And dude, I was like, today is the day I'm gonna get this guy, okay? So I was like, I'm gonna bend over and show him my butt, and then he'll want me. So I go ahead and do that, and I like bend over in front of this guy, and he's like, can you get your butt out of my face? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I was trying to do my assignment. I didn't realize. I was so embarrassed. I hated him after that. I could never look at this guy the same again. I was like, you just don't know. I was just trying to flirt with you. Oh my God. Okay, so my mom and my cousin used to give each other the middle finger, and I was really young. So I would think, oh, this is so funny. Like, they always laugh when they give each other the middle finger. So I'm like, Mom, one day, I'm like, Mom, I have something for you. And she's like, what? And I'm like, as soon as I did that, I don't even remember what happened. I just know I was on the ground and my mom was whooping me, and I was like trying to get up the stairs, and I was like, Grandma, help me. I saw her and she was like, I'm not coming down there. I was like, Grandma. And my grandma just left me there. I'm like, Grandma, why? You're supposed to save me. You're her mom. You can save me. But no, my grandma just went on about her business, and yeah, I still have nightmares about that one. Oh, dude. Okay, so at my old job, my manager, she used to like kind of sneak up behind you to make sure you were doing your job. So I kind of saw her doing that. Like, I peeked and I was like, oh, I got you, girl. So she's behind me, I'm on a call, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. So all you have to do is this. Oh, you're doing great, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling in today. We really do appreciate your business. Like, I'm just sucking up. And then, you know, she kind of taps me, and I'm looking, oh, hi. Oh, I didn't know you were behind me. And she's like, that was an amazing call. You did so good. I'm proud of you. I was like, thank you. Number 10, I was on a date with this guy, and we're just talking, and, you know, we're eating our food, and, you know, he's talking, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know why, but he just accidentally, like, spit, and it landed on my lip. And so he kind of paused. He was like, and I was like, and he was like, so anyway, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you just spit on me. He was like, oh, you noticed that? And I was like, I felt it right here. Yeah, I noticed it. He was like, I'm sorry. I was like, okay, you can take me home now. Thank you. Number 11. So me and my brother were at the grocery store, and we're just chit-chatting. We only had like a few things, and there's a lady behind us huffing and puffing. We weren't doing anything wrong. We were just in line. So she taps my brother, and he's like, yes. And she's like, you know, I think it's very disrespectful that you didn't let me in front of you. I'm an old lady, and just because I'm an old lady means like you should let me in front of you. I should be in front of you. My brother looked at her, turned around, and started talking to me again. And I was like, oh, this is so weird. All right, number 12. Number 12 is like maybe one of the funniest. I don't know, to me it's funny. My girlfriend at the time, she invited her brother and his girlfriend and their baby to stay the night at my house. They were out of town, you know, and I said, yeah, sure, they can come. When she asked me, yeah, go ahead. But deep down, I was like, I hope they don't come. Because I don't like people in my house. So anyway, they come. I come home, and they're all drunk already, and they're drinking like liquor and stuff. So I'm like, oh, let me join in. So we're all talking and having fun, and, you know, all of a sudden, like, the girlfriend starts like rubbing her boobs, and the boyfriend's like, oh, you're boobs. Like starts making out with her or whatever. And my girlfriend's like, let's leave them alone. You know, they're gonna do it. And I'm like, but this is my living room. She's like, let's give them some alone time. But this is my living room. This is where I live. No, I don't want them doing it in my house. I don't want to hear them doing it in my house. Their baby's right there. They're gonna do it. The baby there. And she was like, stop complaining, Mom. You know, that's how they are. I don't care how they are. This is very awkward, and I am not feeling this. So the next day, it was like 7 o'clock. I was like, when are they leaving? When are they leaving? When are they going? Are they leaving today? Where are they going? I don't care where they go, as long as they get out. Are they going? Are they going? And she's like, yes, they're leaving today. They're so rude. This is my house. No one else pays rent but me. I'm ready for them to skedaddle out of my house because this was awkward as hell. So once they left, I was like, ah, thank you, Lord. And then me and her broke up, so she didn't like that I was like trying to get them out of my house, but it's my house, so whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed those 12 awkward but funny moments of my life. If you enjoy this, please give a thumbs up, and please also subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more content like this. I will also be doing more reaction videos. Y'all have a good day, evening, night, whatever time it is. Have a good one. Bye.